Crafty Monsters, how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is fabulous. So, I went from Idaho back to California, and we went from the cold back to the heat. So, it has been hot up in here. We are in the middle of October. I do not know what's going on right here in California, but you are being a little bipolar with the weather. So, I don't know, boo-boo. I don't know. We've been in the 90s, and that's kind of crazy because we're, like I said, in the middle of October. We should already start kind of cooling down. But anywho, we're going to go ahead and do a really fast tutorial. We are going to be making a accordion style Halloween card. These are the little Halloween cards that we are going to be making. Super duper cute and super easy. These are an A2 card, so these will go ahead and fit into your A2 envelopes, and you don't have to worry about making a bigger envelope or even buying bigger ones. These are the same size as your regular A2 cards. We're going to go ahead and slide off the little belly band, and then we're going to open it up, and as you can see, we just stamped in right here Halloween, and then the little graves and the little tombstones, and I think that that was really cute. This is where you're going to go ahead and write your little message to whoever your little recipient is. And what a fun card is this, right? I mean, we were able to use what, 4 different little patterns. I mean, yeah, 4 different little DSP papers. So we went ahead and were able to play with more than one little DSP paper on this little project, which I thought was really, really cute. And it kind of all goes together because they're all from the same paper pack. This paper pack, I had purchased it at the Hobby Lobbies, and that was about 2 years ago when they were still selling Halloween stuff. I'm still sad. I know I keep saying that, but it's because they used to have some really, really cute little supplies. Anywho, we're not talking about the store because we don't get paid for that. So, Hobby Lobbies, unless you want to start paying me, I could go ahead and throw your name out there as many times as you want, boo-boo. But anyways, I know you guys want to get down and dirty, so let's get down and dirty, boo-boos, and I will see you in a bit. Alrighty then, my little crafty monsters. These are the paper packs that we are going to be using. Well, it's just one. And we have purchased this about 2 years ago or a year ago at Hobby Lobby. And that was probably the last paper pack that I had ever picked up from that store because they already stopped doing Halloween as of this year. So anyways, we went ahead and we already picked up 4 DSP papers out of that paper pack, and those are the ones that we are going to be using for our accordion style card. Now this accordion style card is super duper easy, guys. You guys could just go ahead and use up as much paper as you guys want for that, and it works out pretty good. So right here we went ahead and we cut the paper to 5.5 by 11, and we're going to go ahead and take out a little strip from there, cut it out to 1.5 by 9.5, and that's going to be the little belly band. So that's where you're going to what you're going to cut right there. And then if you want, you guys could go ahead and cut your DSP paper. I like to cut my DSP paper the first spat. We're going to go ahead and cut that by 4 by 5 1/4. We're going to go ahead and do 2 of those because we're doing 2 cards. The second mat, we're going to go ahead and cut that by 2.5 by 5 1/4. And again, we're going to go ahead and do 2 of those because we are doing 2 cards. And then the last one, we're going to go ahead and cut 2 1 inch by 5 1/4, and that's going to be all of the little mats that you guys will need to go ahead and decorate your guys' little accordion style little card. I don't even know why I couldn't really say it, but anyway, you guys are going to hear a little bit of noise right here, but that is because that last DSP paper that we're going to go ahead and cut for the belly band, I'm going to have to go ahead and measure that. So sorry about the noise, guys, but it's just so that I can go ahead and get an accurate little measurement. So anywho, right here we're going to go ahead and just keep cutting the little mats, and once you're done with that, we're going to go ahead and start building this little card. It is super duper easy, guys. There is nothing to it. I'm serious. I love these little cards. And like I said, it's the same size as an A2. So now right here, we're going to go ahead and score at 4 1/4, 7
and then at 9 3/4, and that's going to be the 11 side, the landscape side. So go ahead and score that, and then go ahead and just crease your edges with your bone folder. And once you have that done, then you guys could go ahead and start decorating by putting your guys' little mats on there. Now you guys could use any kind of adhesive. You guys could go ahead and use some liquid glue or even your Terran tape. The Terran tape would work really good with DSP paper that is super thin, so that you guys don't see that little warping of the paper because it gets wet with the liquid glue. So this really all depends on the kind of thickness of your guys' DSP paper, because I know some DSP comes really thin. Anywho, so there is no order on where you guys have to put these little DSP papers. Just put them on however creams your little Twinkie, guys. So go ahead and just glue those. The only one you will not be gluing is the white one, which is this for the sentiment. That one we're going to go ahead and do that last, because we're going to go ahead and stamp a sentiment on that. And so that's why we're just going to go ahead and just lay down all of our little DSP paper. Now I do bring a varnishing roller out, but you have to be really careful because those are made out of rubber and sometimes they attract a lot of lint and a lot of little dust. So if you're going to go ahead and use that on a white piece of paper, I suggest you put another paper on top of that before you go ahead and varnish it with this roller, because like I said, it does have rubber roller, so it does kind of attract all that little lint and stuff. And right here it kind of moved it, so you have to be really careful. The good thing is that I moved really quick and I was able to get it before it stuck too much. Now I'm going to go ahead and just straighten that out and then just roll it softly so it doesn't move it again like it did the first time. Now we're going to go ahead and just bring out our Sizzix stamping mat tool, or whatever it's called. Jesse doesn't know what it's called, but he uses it all the time. You guys have seen it. So it's just this little Sizzix mat that we go ahead and we use. So right here, I'm just going to go ahead and take out my stamps as well. And I'm going to try to see what will fit into this little area, because it is a little skinny area and some of my sentiments are a little bit too wide, so they kind of don't fit. I found one now, but it only says Halloween, which is fine, guys. I mean, there is no rule that says you have to have it say Happy Halloween. So we're just going to stamp it with a regular Halloween. And I am going to take out these little tombstones from this little stamp set that I picked up at Z Michael's this year. So this is this year's stamp. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp those on the very bottom. Once I stamped this little sentiment on the very top of this, I'm going to go ahead and just step it as high as I possibly can so that I can go ahead and give myself some room to write a little message to the little recipient. And then we're going to go ahead and just stamp those little tiny tombstones on the very left bottom corner, and that's just to kind of give the eye a little bit something else to look at. We are going to decorate these, but there really isn't that much that you have to do because the DSP paper is actually doing all the work on this card, guys. It's the DSP paper as well as the belly band is doing the whole entire work. So don't worry about if you have to decorate the inside of these cards. No, you don't, boo-boo. The DSP paper is doing the work. So go ahead and just leave it as is. Unless you guys really want to go ahead and decorate it, I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do on the very inside. So I'm going to do kind of like a little surprise, and I'm going to go ahead and, as you can see, I'm using a paper to do the white part because I didn't want it to get stained. But anyway, so on the inside of these little cards, I'm going to go ahead and use some of the scrap paper that we have left over from our DSP paper. I'm going to go ahead and do like a little band on here, and then I'm going to go ahead and just add a little glitter element. Now the glitter elements that we are going to be using, I did purchase those at Z Walmart, and they were in the little party section of the Halloween section. Obviously the Halloween party section. I can't even talk. And so they come like in a little 20 pack or something like that for like 98 cents. And I've purchased these a while back, and I do believe that they have them this year because I did see them. So you guys could still get a chance to get your hands on some of these. And these just make adding that extra little touch a little more easier than you having to go ahead and stamp something, glitter it, and all that. So it's just really something fast. And right here, we're going to go ahead and just cover it. So we put it to the very left side so that when you close the little card, you don't see it. And when you open it, that's just like a little surprise element that's right there. And so so as you can see, once we close it, you guys can't really see it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and work on our little belly band. Now on the belly band, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go ahead and add one of these glitter elements to the very front of this, and that's just going to give it that little extra pop. So what I like to do is I like to go ahead and measure it on my actual squares that is on my mat. You guys are going to see that I'm going to center it, and then I'm going to use those lines to make that belly band straight, so that when I fold it, it's going to be as straight as possible. And so right here, now all I'm going to do is just varnish the little edges, and I'm going to go ahead and add some tear and tape to that little edge. Now, if you guys go ahead and add some tear and tape and it actually is showing like the way it is going to right here, do not worry, because you are going to use a little element in the front of this, so you guys will cover up that little double-sided tape that's kind of peeping out. And so don't even worry about that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and add some DSP paper. Now this one was actually 4 inches by, let me see, 4 by 1 1/4, guys. And so go ahead and just cut this at 1 1/4 by 4 inches, and this is going to go ahead and fit that little area in the very front of the belly band. Now, if you guys noticed that little gathering of the belly band, I had glued it in the very front of the card. I glued it in the front because it didn't really matter, because we were going to hide it with this DSP paper, and we were also going to add a little element on it, so you would never be able to tell. Right here, there was a little bit part sticking out, and I went ahead and I got my little finger X-Acto knife and I just cut it. And you could just cut, it was just like a little slither, but it was bugging me. So I wanted it to be completely even. So we're going to go ahead and just put that on our card. Do the next one, because it is super duper easy. Again, just line it up on your little squares, or just try to line it up as much as you can so it can be straight. And then just add tear and tape on the very beginning part. Now the rest is going to be glued with the DSP paper, so you guys don't really have to worry about that. So we're going to go ahead and just add some glue on that part, and then just put it on our belly band. And now it's for that little glitter element. Now I know I have another pack somewhere in here, and I'm going to go ahead and take out one of my little containers, because I have a million containers. And so this is the little pack that I purchased at the Walmart. And so since that little element is pretty slick, the surface, I'm going to go ahead and use some tear and tape, because I'm afraid that if I use some tacky glue, once the glue dries, it probably will just slip off of the belly band, and we don't want that to happen. So I believe that tear and tape will really hold that into place. And because on one of the cards I put a skull in the inside, on the belly band I'm putting the spider, and on the other one, since the inside has a spider, on the outside I went ahead and I put a skull. So I went ahead and I just put a different element inside there. So that's how that looks, guys. It's super duper easy, super cute. I love how these came out. And as always, guys, clean your stamps and put them away so they could be ready for your next project, and then you guys don't lose them, because that sometimes happens. You kind of misplace where they're at. But anyway, these are those super duper cute cards. This is what it looks like opened. I really fell in love with these. These are super easy, and I hope you guys try them. And we're out, my little crafty monsters.
Welcome back, my little crafty monsters. That's how easy it was to make these little bad boys right here. So that was super duper easy. These are an A2 card. You guys, they're super duper easy, and you guys could go ahead and just make a few of them and use up all of your DSP paper. If you guys have like me, piles and piles of DSP paper, and you guys still haven't used certain packs, go ahead. This is the one time that you guys get to use as many little DSP papers as you possibly can. In this one little card, we use 4 of them, 4 different DSPs designs. So that was totally cute, and I really like that. And then we also just use one of those little glitter embellishments that we purchased at Walmart. I mean, hello, those come in handy, guys, because sometimes you just need something really quick to throw on there and complete the whole project, right? So anyways, I hope that inspires you guys to make some of these little cards. And if you guys do make some of these cards, don't forget to share with us on our social media at Paper to Masterpiece. See, he almost forgot his own name. What is going on here? Paper to Masterpiece on Facebook and Instagram. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Go ahead and hit that icon. It's a picture of Ma, and we become BFFFF. Because I know you want to be my BFFFF. And since you're already there, boo-boos, go ahead and hit that little bell icon, because that bell icon is going to go ahead and notify you guys every time we upload a new content. Because I know you guys don't want to be missing out on these videos. So go ahead and hit that little bell icon and give us a thumbs up, dude, because we need to grow. And I said, dude, yes, I did. Oh my God, we are talking Idaho here. Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed that. And until next time, my little crafty monsters, goodbye. Oh, wait. Don't forget to share. Share with all your friends. Spread me around, my little crafty monsters. Don't be stingy. That's it. We're out.